you guys? It's Tally back with another grocery haul video. I know you guys have been really enjoying these, and I think this grocery haul in particular was a little more indicative of the flexible dieting IIFYM lifestyle as opposed to some of my other videos which have been either really junky food or really healthy food. So this is a pretty good mix of both. We had a couple different grocery hauls. So we did go to Costco, we went to Target. We also went down to the little store that's on campus that I can use my college dining fund on. So this is kind of a mix of a bunch of different stores. But I'll take you guys through this because it is a pretty good mix and it's a pretty good balance of you know, healthy micronutrient-dense foods versus processed foods versus kind of unhealthier processed food that I have in moderation. First of all, I'll take you guys through the veggies. I got some zucchini, some butternut squash, an eggplant because I've been making little eggplant pizzas with this and they've been very tasty. Sweet potato. I don't really eat sweet potatoes very often, but I really want to try it with peanut butter. I know a lot of people are really interested in that, so I'll probably cut it up and try to cook it in my microwave because, as you guys know, I don't have an oven in my building, so I'm kind of left with using my induction stovetop or my slow cooker or my microwave. And the slow cooker is kind of a pain in the butt to wash, so I'll try to cook this up in the microwave before it goes bad, but we'll see about that. I also got some cauliflower. What I've been doing with that is I've been basically cutting it up, boiling it, letting it sit for a little bit, tossing it in a little bit of oat flour and some Italian seasonings, and then just pan frying them, and I really have been enjoying that. As far as other veggies, I got these baby carrots. I would have preferred to have regular sized carrots, but they were stocked out, so I got the little baby carrots. I'm going to shred them up, cut them up into smaller pieces. White button mushrooms, some zucchini, some butternut squash. Those are all the ingredients I'm going to be using typically for my stir fry. Now for my stir fry, for the last few months, what I've been doing is cutting up a bunch of veggies ahead of time, and then I'll keep them in my fridge in their little boxes, and then throughout the week I'll throw a bunch of veggies into the pan and make a stir fry. And the stir fries are a little different every time, but I'm thinking I'm going to start actually just preparing that stir fry in bulk and just portioning it out throughout the week because it does take quite a bit of time to try to prep a new stir fry every time. So I'll probably just cut up the veggies that I use for my stir fry and throw some chicken in there and just make that all into one batch. Oh, and I also got some spinach for the stir fry because spinach is one of the best things that you can throw into stir fry because I don't think you can really taste it, and it definitely adds quite a bit of volume, especially for those of you who are cutting. I did get all of the vegetables from the little market that is on campus. I also got from that market, I got 2 little packages of deli meat, which are kind of my lifesaver if I don't really have time to prep any sort of protein or cut up chicken. I got oven roasted turkey breast and smoked ham. These are both Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh. Pretty good macros, pretty high protein, 9 grams of protein, 1 gram of fat, 2 grams of carbs per serving. So if I'm ever in a pinch and I don't really have time to you know, prepare chicken, or I don't really feel like drinking protein powder, those are pretty great for me. And I also got a little jar of traditional Prego just because I still have those mung bean noodles from a while ago that I ordered on Amazon, and I haven't tried them yet, and I thought that this would be a great thing to throw on top of the mung bean noodles once I actually do try it. And I got a little thing of Crystal Light just because my water pitcher broke, so I'm going to be putting a little bit of this into water and then throwing in a little bit of creatine into that as well because I have been taking creatine on a daily basis. And finally, the last thing I got from the little on-campus store, a thing of Cocoa Pebbles. I'm kind of a cereal hoarder, but all of the cereals that I have now are plain, and I like to throw a little bit of Cocoa Pebbles or some sort of chocolatey cereal into the protein pudding that I made post-workout because it's pretty low in carbs and I like to add my carbs through some sort of cereal, and I'm a big chocolate lover, so Cocoa Pebbles definitely does the trick for me. Alright, so next I'm going to move on to some of the things that I did get at Costco. So I actually have already opened this package, but there was this thing of just 6 cans of wild Alaskan salmon. They came in a little package, but I already opened it. There are about 3 servings in a can, and each serving has 13 grams of protein and 1 gram of fat. And my plan with this, since I have been eating way too much chicken for my own liking lately, even though I still enjoy chicken, I would like to throw in a little bit more variety into my diet. So my plan with this is actually to make salmon cakes. So I haven't actually tried this yet, but I got this Kirkland Signature chicken tortilla soup with white chicken meat, because it's really macro friendly. I believe Chelsea from Chelsea Lifts actually said that she bought this and she really liked it in one of her grocery hauls, so I decided to try it, or I heard somewhere that it was really good, so I decided to try it. These actually come in a package of 2. My little brother took the other one because he really wanted the chicken tortilla soup. My fridge is also very small and wouldn't actually be able to handle 2 big cans of these, so, and it's microwavable, which is nice. Duh, it's soup. How would it? That was a stupid thing to say. It's soup. How is soup not going to be microwavable? You wouldn't just... Now, I did already throw away the packaging to this, but I'll go ahead and post the macros somewhere on the screen just so that you guys know. But it's very macro friendly. It's got a lot of protein. Not too high carbs or fat either, which is nice for soup. And probably throw a little bit of Greek yogurt in there instead of sour cream. Next at Costco, I got this cooked tail-on shrimp just because I've really been craving seafood lately. I like to eat it either cold with a little bit of marinara sauce, or I was also hoping to experiment with a few recipes and just pan fry it with other things, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm very excited to have that. I also got this bologna spinach-filled flatbread because it sounds very macro-friendly. One serving is half a bologna, and they have 17 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fat, so it's pretty macro-friendly, pretty low in carbs, and I'm kind of excited to have it just because it's so different from the things I regularly eat, and I'm a big fan of flatbread. And then finally, one thing that's not on here that I did get and then I ended up returning because I just hated it was this quinoa and kale mix. I might post a picture of it somewhere on the screen. But I was really excited because the macros were absolutely amazing, very low carb. It was like 17 grams of carbs for 1 cup, pretty low fat. I think they had like 5 grams of protein per cup prepared, ready to go. You just throw it in the microwave. And I tried it, and you guys, I still don't like kale. Like I want to like kale so badly, but I can't. It's too crunchy, it's too bitter. So I ended up returning it because Costco has an awesome return policy. So unfortunately I did not like that one, but the quinoa in it was pretty good, so I will keeping my eye out for any sort of macro-friendly quinoa blend because I do like quinoa, but I don't really know how to prepare it well enough to be able to cook it on my own, so I do like to have some sort of prepared, ready to go, just heat in the microwave kind of thing. And then kind of some of the odds and ends that I did end up getting. Fiber One cinnamon coffee cake brownies, absolutely amazing, especially if you throw them onto some protein pancakes. They get a little bit melty. There's just a little bit of like cinnamon drizzle crunch on it. It's really good, especially if you're a cinnamon lover. I love Fiber One brownies, period, so I can just eat them all day if I could. Did get this one at Target for all you mint fudge lovers. They have mint fudge at Target, so definitely check that out. So up next, I'm really excited about this. I got these pure protein baked bars and cookies and cream flavor from Target. These are absolutely amazing. I love them. I love any sort of protein bar that tastes like a candy bar or has the texture like a candy bar. So Builder bars, the Robert Irvine Fit Crunch bars, or the Muscle Farm Combat Crunch bars that have been really popular lately. I love any sort of protein bar that has multiple layers and kind of has the crispy and the soft and the crunchy, especially when they have a lot of chocolate in them and you can't really tell they're protein bars. But those ones that I just listed tend to be a little more on the pricier end, so like at least $2 per bar if you can get it on sale. So I don't really buy them very much because I am trying to do this more or less on a budget, and those seem kind of expensive to me. Maybe once I start working and I actually have a steady source of income, those will be a bigger part of my diet. The Cookie Panda lives off of those kind of bars. He has a huge stack of Muscle Farm Combat Crunch and Quest bars and all sorts of more of those pricier protein bars in his room, but for me I prefer to have kind of the cheaper, maybe they're not as tasty, budget friendly protein bars. So for example, the Premier protein bar that you can get from Costco, and that I basically have one every day. I'll post a picture of that here. But I'm very excited about these because I've had them before. They're very tasty. They taste like a candy bar. They're pretty small, so they're not necessarily a meal replacement. They are smaller. They're about, I would say, half to 2/3 of the size of a regular protein bar, but 17 grams of protein, 14 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, pretty macro friendly. They taste really yummy. So these were actually something like $6 or $7 for 6 at Target, and I was very excited to find those, so I will be buying these pretty regularly from Target. Then I also got this Breyers no sugar added. I don't know if it's slow churned or not, but vanilla ice cream, because it is the most macro friendly ice cream I've ever seen besides Arctic Zero, which I can't really buy because it's pretty expensive per serving, and I try to keep the cost of every meal pretty low because I'm trying to do this on a budget, and I'm in college and trying to save up money, so for me it's not really worth going out and spending $5 on a thing of Arctic Zero when I can get one of these guys for about $3 and still incorporate it into my diet. But for half a cup, it's 13 grams of carbs, 2 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fat. So I'll definitely be having this. I'm very excited about it. Probably put a little bit of Walden Farms chocolate syrup on it, put a little bit of cereal on there, some of those cocoa pebbles. And finally, this isn't actually a food item, but I'm still really excited to be able to use it. I've been making egg sandwiches pretty frequently lately, like a breakfast sandwich, but one of the challenges with that is that when you're cooking the egg, it's kind of hard to keep it contained and sandwich size, and it ends up kind of being runny and then going over to one side, and then it's just kind of a mess that you have to put on your sandwich. So I decided to buy a little cookie cutter for like 65 cents just so I can crack the egg into it and then have a perfectly round egg. So I got a circular shaped one, and then I also got a dinosaur shaped one because it would be fun to have dino eggs. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this grocery haul. I know you guys have been enjoying the other grocery hauls I posted, so I figured I would make kind of a compilation of grocery haul of a couple different stores just to show you what the flexible dieting lifestyle is actually like versus just having a bunch of junk food. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so that you can stay updated on any new videos and that we can grow this channel as much as possible. Leave a comment below, hit that like button for me if you like the video. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, don't stop growing.